I saw one in my Discord server that said procrastination heavily is what they struggle with the most at the moment. Never have the energy to do or complete anything, nor have the brain capacity to learn or process things due to being in pain and suffering constantly. That's a thing I can definitely relate to over the years. Even now today. It's hard. It's hard to live a life where your body, you wake up, you're already in survival mode. You're already behind. Because of society's programming, we already feel like we need to get somewhere. So we feel behind. As soon as we wake up, we can't do what we want. When I wake up, I can't go to the gym. I can't go for a run like normal people. I have to wake up already in pain. We're already in pain as soon as we wake up. Itching, dryness, aching, whatever pain you're going through, you're already in pain as soon as you wake up. So how can you expect yourself to live like a normal person? You can't. The first of all, put that inside your mind. Yeah, remember that, because that's the most important. It's hard. Yeah, our brain, no matter what, will compare to a normal person and how they can do this and that, and we just can't. And accepting that fact is powerful. And I'm talking about how you gotta do this every day, like putting on a jacket. This is the infinite battle of life. When you're a chronically ill person or have an illness, going through something, you see people you compare. You put a jacket on, saying, "No, I'm going through my hardship. I'm already a strong person for getting up, doing the small things, getting through the day." Because that is commendable. That is. You gotta give yourself unconditional love first. Before I go into any practical tips or anything, these are the mindset things that you need. These will give you the most powerfulest advantage, because the mindset identity is how you be happy in the present moment. And we only have the present moment in life, yeah? Past, future, tomorrow, yesterday, it's just like words. Really, we just live right now. People have this thing where I'll be happy when I get something. When I get money, when I get a girl, when I get the salary raise, when I get a job, when I do this, then I'll be happy. They get it. And then because their mind is conditioned like that and they don't have the awareness, they then go and do it again. When I get that, I'll then be happy. And then they literally live their entire life waiting to be happy. And they are like 75 and they were only happy for maybe like 5% of their life, because they kept on playing that stupid game that was like drilled into them at some age, or even society in the industrial age where our grandfathers and fathers worked. They said, work now, be happy at retirement. That's where it basically comes from. But no. Give yourself the permission to be happy today. You might be in pain. You probably are in pain. Because people who watch my videos are the people who are in pain. So I'm in pain. But you wake up. You give yourself the unconditional love, yeah? I don't care what's going on. You can look at yourself in the mirror and say, I choose to love myself. I choose to do it. Choice is powerful. You might have insecurities. You might think, I look a certain way. I have a skin problem. People look at me a certain way, or just anything. These thoughts don't even matter. They're like clouds moving by. You just ignore them. You're the one that has the power. So you say, no, I choose to love myself despite everything. That's powerful. That's a really powerful choice. And then even when you make a mistake, if you make any type of mistake, you just instantly forgive yourself. Or if you have an expectation, you get up, you say, I want to do this work today. I want to write a certain amount of pages. I want to read a certain amount of pages. I want to do this task. It doesn't matter if you fail. And you're not failing if you don't get to the target. Because sometimes we say, oh, I didn't achieve my goals today, so I failed. No, you didn't fail. Even if you didn't do anything because you're unwell, Forgive yourself, go the next day. Self-forgiveness is the most powerful thing, because that's how we wipe the slate clean, get rid of these stupid thoughts. Because it's like a habit of forgiving yourself. If you forgive yourself every day, and you love yourself every day, because you gotta do it every day. It's not a switch. You gotta like put the jacket back on. You say, no, I love myself. No, I forgive myself for my mistakes and relapses. And you carry on moving forward. That's the best way to do it. Remember, you're not weak. First of all, you're not weak. You're not weak. You're in a body that's trying to survive. That's the cards we've been dealt. You have all this negative self-talk, which is very, very powerful. Sometimes they have the saying, don't they, where our own worst enemy is us. We get in our way the most, not people. It's us. So learning to be friends with the roommate inside your head is the most powerfulest tool. There's a lot more tools I can give you to become friends with that person inside you. But for this video, we'll carry on talking about the work stuff, getting stuff done. Identity. Your worth isn't measured by today's output. Remember that one. Your worth isn't measured by today's output. Some days, I want you to remember, you wake up with the intention to do something. You maybe even start doing it, but you can't do as much as you want. Or you do it. No, you don't even do it. You can't do it. You're too unwell. You can't do it. You start beating yourself up. You start saying all these things. Your brain starts saying them. It's not you. But you remind yourself your worth is not measured by today's output. Take the day off. Relax. Literally, if you take the resistance away, the pressure, and you say, no, today I'm just, I tried, I woke up, no, my body is in survival mode, I have tried, even if you didn't try and you think, no, my body is burning, it's hurting too much, you remind yourself, your worth isn't measured by today's output. You completely destroy the resistance, be at peace. Be at peace and let your body rest. Rest and recovery. Rest and digest. That's the way to live. That's the way to heal. You do that day after day after day, your body will become stronger. Your mind will become stronger. You're someone living in a body that's in survival mode, carrying weight that people can't even see, and you're still trying to build a life. I want you to just sit there for a moment and think, no, I literally am in so much pain. I've been given all this illness, and I'm still trying to build a life. It's powerful. You literally respect yourself for still trying and still going and still getting up. A lot of people, they've given up. The fact that you've clicked this video means you saw the title or thumbnail, and you have the will and energy to improve your life still. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here myself, moving forward. I want to move forward, build a life. Even with all this illness, all this difficulty and struggle, we still have the power inside us to build a life and move forward. Respect yourself for that. Respect it. That's nothing light. Yeah, people have healthy bodies and they still struggle. So you're just so powerful. Now I'll give you some practical tips. The first, I want you to think. We already said how you now understand, your limitations. Understand and accept your limitations. That's powerful. You have the mindsets installed already. Now, you wake up. The night before, make a plan. Make a plan the night before. Only 3 things. Top 3 things. Number 1 being the most priority, and then the next 2 being, okay, that would be cool if I get them done. But just number 1 priority first. Then just write 2 other ones. All the other things you have in your mind that you want to do, perhaps write them down still to have them noted down, because it's powerful. Because then it releases energy from your mind when you write things down and you have them there. But then for the day, 3 things maximum. And then you wake up and think, what do I realistically have the energy to do today? Some days we wake up 80% capacity. Some days 20% capacity. And you think, what can I do today? And it might not be the thing you wrote down the day before. It might be the second thing or the third thing that you do. But first, just sit down with your body and think, what can I do today? And sometimes it might be, I can't do anything. That's fine as well. But literally, just sit down and think, what can I do today? And you will be there like, yeah, okay, I can perhaps do this. I can do this. Do it for 5 minutes only. Do it for 2 minutes only. Just start. Because the next thing is procrastination. How do you beat procrastination? It's a big topic. There's a lot of channels going on about it. But for this video, I'll give you the one thing. Yeah, the 2 minutes thing. Just starting. First of all, I say that because the feeling comes after action. We will never feel... We have a burst of motivation sometimes to get things done. But like making this video right now, honestly, the message in the Discord came a few days ago, maybe even a week plus. And I've like been, I really want to help this guy. I really want to make this video. But I've been so unwell and things have happened, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Point is, I was like, no. I've done, on those other days I had things to do, they were like priority for me. Unfortunately, like, but here I'm like, no, I still have priority today, but no, I'm like, here today I want to help my community. Even though literally my body is burning right now, I actually don't feel like it. What did I do? I slapped on the camera, slapped on the microphone, said, no, I'm just going to begin. I just wrote down a few notes to say, oh, what am I going to speak about? And then now I've begun, I'm in flow. I feel like talking, the feelings come, let's go. This is who I am. I love helping people. Yeah, the thing hard with this is I'm talking to the camera right now. So I love to go on calls with people, help people in real life. Obviously, I got my link in the description. Free calls. If you want to talk to me about any problem, first link in the description. Book a free call. But do the task. Easy. Just begin the task and then the feeling will come. If the feeling doesn't come after you've done it for 2 minutes and you're just exhausted, you're tired, that's fine. Leave it. Relax. Remember what I said. Don't resistance. Just let it go. No resistance. You've tried. Be proud that you tried. Relax. Heal. Rest. Also, with the 2 minutes thing, you have to shrink the action. So like I said, what did I do first? I put the camera on. Slap the microphone on. Those take literally microseconds. Literally, boom. In 1 second. That was the first. You gotta shrink the first action. Even write it down if you need to. Whatever task you have, you gotta shrink the first action. It's not do the whole essay. It's not do the whole workout. It's not like clean my entire room. It's not, for me, not make the whole entire video. It's just put the microphone in there. Turn the camera on. Smallest thing. Do you know why? Because momentum builds motivation. That's how we win in this world. Momentum. Another thing I want to mention. When I was in university, because I completed university as a chronically ill man, I got a first class game design degree, which I'm very proud of. I did it at home with pain in my testicles every single day, pain in my gallbladder because I hadn't had the operation yet to remove the problem inside. I made a video on my testicles. I'll link that in the description as well if you want to know the full story. But what did I do? I used the energy budget chart, where first of all, in a 1 week, I wake up and then I would track when do I have the most energy. and then it goes back down, and then it comes back up and have another energy use. So in my life, I have 2 periods in the day where I have energy to do things. So I would then schedule my entire work around those 2. And it would be about, I'll wake up about, 11, 12. I wouldn't do it around time. Because sometimes we have the worst night, wake up at a random time. Now what I would do is I would see a pattern. So you do this by just noting down in a week. First of all, do it by just the hour that you wake up on the day. Where say you wake up at 11. And then just write down from 0 to 10 your energy level. And for every hour or 2 hours, just write down your energy level. Just a simple number. Do that for 7 days. And look at all the results. And then do a average. And then you'll see a pattern of when your energy is peak. And then it goes back down. It peaks up. Or yours might be different. But for mine would be exhausted in the morning, waking up. Be so tired and having a bath and everything. Then I'd have a go up energy. So I work there. And then comes back down. Then I'd have another burst. And I'd work there. Finished. So I plan to do it like that's how you gotta just understand your own body. You everyone's different, so I don't know who. Obviously, you're watching this video. I don't know exactly. So if I knew you, I could help you personally. But everybody's different. Some people love to work in the night. Some people work in the early morning. You got to figure out when are my best work hours, despite my body. You can do that using the average time number thing. That's how I did it. And also understanding this. You have an energy budget in the day. Yeah? Think about like energy coins. Say we have 10 energy coins. First of all, because we're literally in a body trying to survive, your 5 coins are already gone. As soon as you wake up, five coins gone. So what? Wake up, you do what you need to do to get ready for the day. And the stress of that, the body energy, 2 coins have already been taken. Yeah. Another coin, say for showering, bathing, eating, making food. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 coins already gone, and you've just only got ready for the day. Yeah. Let me tell you, a healthy person, a healthy body, they've woken up, they haven't even used 1 coin to wake up. That's why we cannot compare. And every time the brain compares to a healthy person, just shut it off. Because it's stupid. You've literally already used 8 coins to just wake up and get ready for the day. Now we have 2 coins left. Energy coins. Spend those 2 coins on what moves your life forward the most. You already have it written down, your number 1 task. And now I want you to just try to use those tactics. I said the 2 minutes. Smallest task. Micro task. To get the ball rolling and build momentum. And because you remember, you only have 2 energy coins, just do whatever you can do. And accept, okay, and then move on. Not everything needs to be done today. Yeah? Carry on the next day, carry on the next day, carry on the next day. I've gone over this a little bit in the other parts, but I want to specifically remind you, because it's important. You cannot wait to feel ready. Anything in life, we can't wait to feel ready, because our body is made for survival, for living in comfort. But the progress in this world comes from the discomfort zone. And you cannot say, when I have energy, I'll start. When I'll do this, I'll start. When I feel ready, I'll start. You cannot have that mindset. You gotta have this mindset. I'm gonna do tiny actions to build tiny momentum. Even if it doesn't instantly create motivation. I'm just gonna fight through the resistance with what energy I have and do the most tiniest thing. Because then that also reinforces the identity of you being powerful. When you do that, you're not waiting around. You're actively being an active person in your life, despite your circumstances. To end, I want to say, reminder, the question to ask yourself now, with all this information I've given you, just think this one question, yeah. What's the smallest, meaningful thing I can do today to progress in my life? It's called a needle moving task. Yeah, move the needle forward. Because a lot of tasks, they're just kind of like, boo. Yeah. Type in online, Pareto principle, 80-20 rule. You'll see that most things come, 20% of actions bring 80% of the result. Putting a lot of time and energy into something doesn't always equate to a great result. That's why the world's unfair. We gotta use every advantage we have as an unwell person. As a person living in a body, trying to just survive. We gotta see our advantages. But we do have our own unique advantages. Everyone does. And use them. Yeah. There's one thing, the capacity ladder I wrote down by you. To going back to like energy level, yeah. On days where you might be 100%, you can go full on learning, creating, deep work, yeah. 75% moderate tasks. 50% easy stuff like emails, planning, admin work, yeah. Not strenuous things. And then when you like 10%, 25%, yeah, when the day is so difficult, sometimes you just use a day as recovery. Yeah, eat, shower, stretch, rest without guilt. Like I always will say, unconditional love and self-forgiveness. Okay. 25% tiny wins, one meaningful action. That's enough, then rest. Or just even try to do it. The 2-minute thing. Tiny action, then rest. Just as a reminder at the end. Because I have said quite a lot of things in this video. But, yeah, I hope some of this helped you. Because I got a lot more to share, but this video I can already see is like 20 plus minutes. And, yeah, I really hope some of this can help you. Link in the description is my community, Discord community, where this person even asked me to help them with this topic. You can literally go in there, tell me, well, any topic, anything you're struggling with, and I'll make a video for you. Even a personalized video sometimes, yeah. Just what if we go on a call, free calls as well available, and you tell me something, I'll help you in the call, and then I can also give you personalized videos. If you want to work with me further, I make personalized videos for people as well. But yeah, remember, yeah, this is just you're living in a body, just trying to survive. Yeah, we're not there. People start here. We start here. We have this gap. Understand that, yeah. This is solo.